Grab something. I got a feeling this isn't gonna be easy. Where the hell's the copter going? We're right here!
Oh, hey, the rescue chopper's leaving!
Damn it, we just missed them. Hey, Loud Girl, Hayseed, tons of fun. This building is on fire. Grab a weapon and let's get the hell out of here.
I am not loud.
Okay, nobody panic.
Okay, hello. Today I decided to do a live commentary. Because I wanted to try and improve on my actual commentary itself, because I genuinely find myself to be pretty monotone when I speak, and I don't think that's something I should be when I'm trying to record a video. So we're gonna be recording a live commentary just to try and improve, and on top of that, I'm also just lately been not feeling in the mood to like edit as much. So I decided to try and get something more simple out of the way.
This place is burning up fast.
This is the third time I'm recording this live commentary because OBS seems to struggle with the other games I tried, so I decided to try to do something more simplistic and play some Left 4 Dead.
Grabbing a shot.
But there were a few things I wanted to talk about,
Die like anything
and
else.
the first thing I wanted to talk about
Hey, football man.
is the fact that I want to improve both as a YouTuber, both as a streamer, and also just as a person. Lately I've been having like a lot of anxiety when it comes to talking to people, and that's not something I particularly want to feel. I don't think that's something anyone wants to feel, but I want to try to work on that. And what I mean by this is that a lot of the times I will find myself with like this urge to do something, and then I'll say, oh, but I probably shouldn't do it, right? Because I feel like I'm gonna annoy the person, because like most of the time I see someone and I want to message them, but I'm like scared that I'm gonna be a bother to them, so I just end up canceling on the things that I want to do, which I feel like that's a pretty bad habit that I have. Another thing that I have been noticing and that I've been working on is to get myself into playing online games again, because back when I used to play online games with a lot of random people, I had a lot of bad experiences, and it kind of made me just give up on trying to like play with random people, because
Nick.
9 times out of 10 I would mostly have a bad experience and I would never have a positive experience, which kind of made me like stop trying. And honestly, that's sad now that I start to think about it. I should have been more persistent. I should have tried more, but I didn't.
What is this shit?
But the reason why that's saddening me now is because I kind of don't have anywhere to meet new people. I kind of just like rot in my room lonely most of the time. And
Over here.
being lonely sucks. I don't know how many of you can relate. I'm pretty sure like loneliness is not something that only I'm facing, but if you haven't faced loneliness, I can tell you it sucks. There's a smoker somewhere.
Smoking thing.
Yeah, there he is. He's on fire.
Hazmat guys.
He's right there. I see him. Don't teleport on me. But aside from the loneliness, right?
Leaper.
Which that one is a given when you isolate. Like, hello, fork found in kitchen. But aside from that, it's just I kind of miss just being part of a community, you know? Which is why I started the YouTube channel in general. I kind of wanted to build my own community because I want to meet new people and I want to like hang out with you guys. Some of you have been showing up on my streams and I've been like really thankful for that because you guys are genuinely great. But yeah, you guys are great, and genuinely I've been so thankful for every single one of you that does show up to like drop a comment or to just talk to me on stream. You guys are genuinely incredible. But something else I also wanted to talk about is like we're playing Left 4 Dead right now, and this is a really fitting game because Versus, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Versus scene, but Versus is one of those overly toxic and like competitive games, and that's something that's been like genuinely making me sad, is like how overly competitive and unfriendly games have become. Because back when I used to play games, when I was way younger, when I was a little wee lad, most of the appeal of playing games came down to just like spending time with people, you know, and just like seeing the funny shit that can happen in a game. And I feel like that nowadays, it does happen still. Like it's not like it's completely gone extinct or something. It's just it happens a lot less because people care a lot about winning a lot more nowadays. Which, once again, I'm not saying that we shouldn't care about winning, because once again, competition is always helpful. It's always nice to see. It's always nice to just do, because when you compete, you kind of, you know, you kind of distract yourself from things. And it's generally an overall nice time, because when you compete is what drives you to get better, right? If there was no competition, we wouldn't ever get better at the things we like doing. So competition is important. But people like to be overly toxic in their competition. And I don't think that that's the right way of doing things at all, because there's a difference between being toxic and just friendly banter, you know? You can banter without being overly rude to people. And the reason I say this is because, of course, I don't want banter to go away, right? I think it's important for people to be able to, like, make fun of one another. I think it's, like, part of a healthy relationship, I guess. No, it's not a relationship. It's part of just a healthy... Yeah, healthy relationship. That is the right word.
We have a problem.
Because when you can freely banter with one another, I personally think that that's like the most pure form of like friendship, or just anything in general, like friendship, relationship, whatever.
So that's a tank, huh? Jesus, that thing is huge.
That thing is pretty big, but I think it's important for people to remember that, like, you need to not be toxic 24/7 to make friendships. I need to get Coach Fredo, otherwise he's gonna die. Got you, Coach. But something that I wish more people try doing is just be more friendly with the person that you don't know, because there's this whole stereotype that, oh, the person I don't know could be a potential, like, serial killer, therefore they don't owe my kindness. Like, people have to work for your kindness, and I personally think that's just not how the world should be.
Whatever.
Because, yeah, we don't owe anyone anything, but also respect isn't something that's supposed to be owed. Respect is something that you're just supposed to have for the other person, no matter who they are. Unless they're a criminal, in which that case, you know, maybe that's a different story, but we're not talking about criminals, we're talking about people.
Machine gun. Jump onto the
Nice,
truck.
dude. I am really good at this game. But I feel like places to make friends now just don't exist. Nice lag, by the way. Because you don't have spaces to go out in the real world. You don't have, like, friendly communities on the internet like you used to. Like, everything is either, like, really competitive, or, like, really toxic, or they're just made for, like, I don't know, for, like, a very specific niche group that most people just don't tie into. Which, once again, there's nothing wrong with those niche groups, because, once again, that is a place for certain people to go to. So, I can't complain about that. But the thing about these small niche groups is that more often than not, they only, like, stay within themselves because they are predetermined, established groups. Ugh, hiccups, god, I'm dying. And I personally think that that makes it, like, really rough for people to get into. There's the whole gatekeeping argument that like we need to gatekeep, but I disagree. I feel like communities are a lot better once they are more welcoming to other people. But you should gatekeep your communities from people who want to change them for the worse. I do agree with that. I want to see if I can... let's not actually do that.
Let's grab some guns.
Let's
We
just
got
do
shit
this.
to shoot. I pissed
There.
the witch off.
Much easier. But... the whole gatekeeping thing is mostly well done when it's done to like protect your community.
Fight amongst
But when you
yourselves.
fight people just for the sake of, oh, they could potentially be a bad person, I feel like that's a very narrow-minded way of seeing the world. By the way, thank you, Foxy. Shout out that guy.
Freak show soft drinks. Let's head back.
Freak show soft drinks.
Hell, I don't need it.
But yeah, that's the main thing I wanted to talk about communities and also the whole aspect of like making friends. Why it's been so difficult for me. Can you fuck off, Foxy? But aside from that, I want to talk about YouTube for a bit as well because YouTube as a whole so far has been a pretty fun experience for me, and I gotta say it's a lot more laid back than I expected it to be. But then again, I'm a small content creator, so maybe that's why it feels so peaceful and like chill. I can kind of just upload whenever. But the one thing that I have been like, that I kind of need to get over is the fact that I should probably just upload more content for you guys. I'm always like very picky about the type of stuff I want to make because like I definitely look at numbers way more than I should. So if a video doesn't do too well, I usually tend to think to myself that like, okay, maybe they don't want to see this type of content, but like, I don't know, I feel like what I should do is just make the content because like, making content is just like a nice way of like having backup for like, whenever people want to see more of me, because I noticed that one of my viewers, like, they had a very predetermined notion of me based on one of the videos I made where I yap a lot. So when I uploaded gameplay, they kind of got thrown off by how different I was. So I feel like if I make more types of content, you guys will know more about me, which I think that's a pretty good thing. I think if you guys get to know more
Inside now.
of the content creator, I feel like you guys would care more about the content. I don't know, that's just me though.
Can you close that door?
Okay, we made it. Let's hope there's still somebody here.
So true, Nick. Something for sure I know I want to do with this channel is I want to try to like not focus too much on the negatives. So like, you should probably not expect me to like make commentary videos on like drama and things like that, or you will barely ever catch me like making yapping videos where I talk about the negative things, because I feel like that's like what the internet is mostly known for nowadays, so I don't particularly think that I should be going that direction. I think that's like pretty boring.
Reloading.
Something I do want to try to experiment with is I'm probably gonna try to like get some of my VODs from Twitch and try to upload them here. Specifically when I play games that I feel would make for good videos. For example, lately on Twitch I played through The Witch's House, and I feel like some parts of The Witch's House would make for an interesting video. So I'll probably try to upload that to YouTube as well. Hello, Charger. So if I stream something and I'm particularly proud of how it turns out, I'm probably gonna upload it to YouTube as well. Just edit it down a little bit. You guys will definitely be able to see the chat on the stream because I do have the overlay. I'm still trying to figure things out still, but I'd say I have them in a pretty comfy way. It's nothing professional for sure, because I wouldn't call myself a professional yet. I'm very much new to this whole scene and everything, but I would say it's in a comfy spot where I think you guys could enjoy watching it.
Reloading. Reload.
Something that I still need to get confident in is like my ability to talk, because a lot of you guys seem to like it when I make commentary videos, when I like make my yapping videos. I guess you guys like it when I talk, but that's not something I'm used to still. That's gonna sound very sad, but I'm not used to people wanting me to talk, so... Can this chair get out? Okay, there it's out. But yeah, that's something I gotta work on, is like... remember that you guys are here in my channel for me. And I need to just start making more content for you guys, because... so far, all of you, I've already said this, but you guys have been genuinely really nice to me, and I'm very thankful for that. So I don't know why I'm still scared of like... oh, the vent, I didn't even know you could come out of there. So I don't know why I'm so scared of making the content that I enjoy, because you guys, once again, have been nothing but great to me. So that's something I need to work on myself. It's definitely a more of a personal issue of mine than it is like an issue with you guys, because you guys have been great, so I can't complain. But thank you. Where is the tank? I hear him, but I don't see him. Is he gonna be at the alarm? It's gonna suck. I think he is up here. It's gonna be around over there. Watch. Yep. But not focusing too much on the game, because there's not much to say. It's Left 4 Dead. I'm sure you guys are somewhat acquainted with the game, so... He's done, thank you. Oh, he was behind the glass. Okay, the tank already died. Okay, but going back on that, since the tank's dead and I don't need to worry too hard. Something I want to try to do as well, aside from like editing down some Twitch VODs, is potentially make a video or like a stream where I just talk to you guys live. Something more like this, I guess, for YouTube, where I just sit down and upload a full gameplay commentary of like a game I'm playing. Not focusing too hard on the game, of course, because I feel like it's more interesting if we talk than it is me talking about the game. Commentaries about the game are gonna be like focused on like actual story games, not Left 4 Dead, because once again, Left 4 Dead 2, I don't think anyone really cares about what I have to say about the game. However, something I do want to mention is that my Left 4 Dead 2 is also heavily modded. I feel like you guys have noticed that, so the reason my AK reloads this fast is because I have the stabilizers and the steroids from Resident Evil 7. Because... this is gonna sound weird. Maybe this is just me, but I like it when my games like have a lot going on. I took down a lot of the mods I have just to make it so that, you know, the Left 4 Dead 2 that I'm playing is recognizable to you guys, but I like modifying my game to hell and back. So, I don't know, maybe I'll show you guys what I mean one day and I'll go heavily modify the game and just upload a playthrough, but we'll see. That was a really long loading screen.
I'm gonna kick your ass!
But...
What are we waiting for?
Bruh.
Let's go.
Really? Just as I was about to start talking? Okay, thanks, Foxy. But as I was gonna say, I'm gonna be trying to do more of these live commentaries because
on the bright side,
I personally is, you know, wow, I'm really good at commenting. Because personally, it's the type of content that I do want to make as well. I want to make more of I just want to try to get more comfortable with the type of content that I like, and live commentaries, positive videos, clip highlights, these are the things that I want to make, so I'm going to be trying to make more of them. Maybe I'll try to upload some more short videos as well, instead of trying to always like push for the 10-minute watermark. But we'll see. Because I feel like just uploading like 10-minute plus videos don't really help me at all, because the reason people do it is for the monetary gain. I just know that it's like this YouTube standard, so I'm trying to follow it, but I don't think it helps me in any way, so we'll see. Maybe you guys would be interested in shorter videos. But we're now at the finale of Dead Center. It's both really easy and also a really hard finale in my opinion. Mostly because I don't like the scavenge finales, but I don't think most people like the scavenge finales. I think that's always been like a pretty boring finale type, but maybe that's just me.
Got it.
Look out.
Do this little skip, fun little trick you can do. After that, I'm also gonna like see if I can upload the Dead Island playthrough that.
Rochelle.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can upload the Dead Island playthrough that me and my friends are gonna do to YouTube as well. I don't know if you guys would be interested in a full series, but it is something I want to upload to the channel. I'm also debating on if I want to make Roblox videos as well, because I do have a Roblox account. I do play games there every once in a while, so maybe you guys should let me know if you're interested in that at all.
Puke in the hole. I got a can.
Don't kill me.
Fill her up.
Right, I forgot that that's a mod I have.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get a few of them.
I got a can.
Yeah, I need to get rid of that mod.
Got another can in the tank. The tank.
Hey, tank.
Tank.
Ow, ow, ow.
Keep shooting.
So I'm having to focus a little bit for this finale, because pretty much I talked about everything I wanted to talk about already. But aside from that, I want to thank you guys for also sitting here if you're still around. Because I know that it's really rough to sit around the longer videos. That's why I try to not make them too long. But I decided to try something different today. Nice lag spike.
Charger. I got it.
Anyhow. That's the end. And the audio is completely broken. Nice. But yeah, that's all for the commentary that I wanted to do. Thanks everyone who decided to sit around and listen to all of my yap session. I know that this is very different from what I usually make, but it's something I decided to try out. But this has been Yuri, signing off.